Hello and welcome back to another PBAL video. I've been a lazy fuck and not uploaded, so there's gonna be a rapid fire of videos uploaded tonight because otherwise they kick me out and they didn't let me to do them all in one video, which my lazy ass wanted to do. So you're gonna get super bad quality potato videos as always. This is week 3 versus Bloody and the Vancouver Volcaronas. You can see my team to the left, bringing Mudsdale, Dormanitan, Pidgeot, Starmie, Whimsicott, and Terrakion. And on the right you see his team of Jirachi, Gourgeist, Regice, Tapu Fini, Gliscor, and Audino. And let's just jump right into it. And yeah, he didn't bring Chart X, which I expected, so pretty happy not to see it. So let's just jump into it. He leads with Jirachi, as I lead with Mudsdale, just to get up rocks, you know. I want to rocks up as soon as possible because it helps wear down his team as he turns out, not wanting to take an earthquake, I guess. Goes into Gliscor as I set up rocks, and his toxic orb activates here, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Here, I decided to go into Whimsicott because my Whimsicott is just annoying, and I expect him to set up rocks, and I don't expect him to run any flying coverage, as he just defogs the rocks away. So my first turn was for nothing, basically. Switches out into Gourgeist as I go for Leech Seed. I think he frisks my lefties, and of course he's immune to the Leech Seed. I switch out into Bird Jesus as he goes for Leech Seed himself, which will wear down my Jesus bird a little bit. He switches out into Regice as I U-turn, I believe. Yeah, I believe I U-turn, predicting the switch and not wanting to stay in with the Leech Seed at all. Gaining some momentum, and I think I just go right into Terrakion. Yeah, go right into Terrakion. I Swords Dance here because I'm a Swords Dance variant, and I know that none of his Pokemon, barring any Scarfers, outspeed me. So here I got a free Swords Dance up as he switches into the Gourgeist. He frisks my Rocky MC. I Swords Dance. I'm at +2 now. And I feel like this Gourgeist is just annoying, so I want to nuke it with the C move. So I click the C move as he goes into Jirachi. And you will see this does a butt ton to Jirachi. A +2. Even though it's a resist, this was his only resist on the team. The only thing that would survive a +2 Sea Stone Edge. Yeah, I'm just doing like, you see, like 85%. He reveals to be leftovers, so I don't need to switch out. I know I'll outspeed. I use Earthquake to not lower my defenses with close combat, and it still will guarantee the KO. And the Jirachi is dead. Here he goes into the Gourgeist. I'm at +2. I'm scared of like will-o-wisp or something. I know I can't kill it in one hit. Go into Uncle Tom, expecting a grass move or a will-o-wisp. Will-o-wisp comes out. I'm immune because I'm a fire type. He protects scouting as I go for U-turn. And here he switches, which I'm a little bit baffled of as I U-turn, because I thought it was obvious I was a Scarfer and he could have easily stayed in and will-o-wisp anything on my team. And I go out into Starmie, threatening the Glasgow out. He switches into Tapu Fini as I go for, I believe, Surf. Yeah, Surf. Because I brought Surf instead of Scald because of the Tapu Fini. And I knew that the Gliscor, which is his flying type, would already be toxic. So, no burns to find anywhere. I go right into my Whimsicott, which is my Tapu Fini answer. So he goes for Hidden Power. I don't know what, like Steel maybe? Rock? Probably not rock, like Water. Yeah, some type of Hidden Power fighting, it could also be. And he reveals leftovers, I reveal leftovers. He switches into their Bridge Ice as I go for Substitute. And here I believe I go for Leech Seed as he switches out into the Gourgeist once again. And of course my Leech Seed is gonna miss, so this Gourgeist is hella annoying. And yeah, I recover a little bit with leftovers. Go for Moonblast for a little bit of ship. And he reveals his last move. I get special attack drop to be Gyro Ball. So now I know that he can't really touch my Darmanitan at all, except for Leech Seed. He recovers a little bit from leftovers as the mist disappears. So here I believe I just switch into the Darmanitan after seeing the last move, as he goes for Gyro Ball again, doing pitiful damage. And now he's used 2 out of 8, so he only has 6 left. And this time around I go for Flyer Blitz, expecting him to expect me going for U-turn. But yeah, he just plays safe, protects, gets some more leftovers recovery, and I'm locked into Flyer Blitz as he switches out into Tapu Fini, which is his main switch in for Darmanitan. And yeah, here I just Flyer Blitz, chunk it down a little bit, take some recoil, get some recovery with lefties. I'm sorry if I'm a little bit sick, if I'll sound different and my shaky camera. It's a potato video as always. I go into the Whimsicott, he goes for Calm Mind. I'm like, oh shit, I'm not gonna let this happen. I have Encore for a reason. So I'm gonna Encore him this turn. So he can't really do anything. I Encore. So he goes for another Calm Mind. As you can see. Oh, it's also 2 a.m. so I'm pretty tired and I'm sick as well. Sorry guys. Yeah. As you can see, this battle isn't going anywhere. No one is getting any kills. we're just switching around the same Pokemon. He switches out into the Gourgeist. I can't touch the Gourgeist. The Gourgeist can't touch me. You know, usual. I go for Leech Seed as every time Gourgeist comes in. Gourgeist is up at full again. And I'm at full. I switch out. I go into my... I go into my Starmie because I know this Gourgeist can't touch the Starmie, as he goes for his third Gyro Ball, only has 5 left. I recover a little bit with leftovers. He switches out into the Regice. I go for Psyshock. I do a little bit of chip on a Regice. I withdraw. I go into my Terrakion. He doubles out, expecting my Terrakion, going out into his Tapu Fini. Probably trying to set up again is my... It's what I expect. I switch out. Don't want to take any risks, because I know that my Whimsicott deals with this Tapu Fini as he goes for Raw Moonblast, predicting my switch into Whimsicott. Does a decent chunk, 45%. We recover both a little bit from leftovers. Here I double out, expecting him to switch into the Gourgeist, going into my Mega Pidgeot, but he just stays in and Moonblasts again. So my prediction, he probably was tired of the whole going around in circles thing, so I just U-turn, go back into my Whimsicott, thinking I can just sack my Whimsicott, and while the terrain is up, he can't burn me or survive any hit with the Terrakion afterwards. And I can get a little bit of Leech Seed recovery, because I'm gonna go for Leech Seed this turn, spoilers. And I can Sword Sense up on the Tapu Fini and hopefully just sweep from there. So I go for Leech Seed, letting him kill my Whimsicott. So we're at 5 months each now, as he Moonblasts my Whimsicott to her demise. My goat, the greatest of all time, as the mist disappears. But I know he's not running Scald. He's never running Scald on his Tapu Fini. Usually Surf. I know I can take any hit from the damage before he actually switches out into Gliscor as I Sword Stance. And I know for a fact I can take any Earthquake from Gliscor. And I take the opportunity to just Sword Stance again. So I'm now at +4 as he U-turns. I thought he expected me to switch here. That is, it was a prediction, but you'll see later in the game. He goes into his Gourgeist, and I'm at +4. I know that I basically kill everything as long as my Stone Hedges hits, so bye-bye with Gourgeist. He goes into Regice. I don't want to risk the Stone Edge, so I go close combat. Bye-bye with the Regice. And my defenses drop. I'm pretty confident that my Terrakion just wins. He goes into his Tapu Fini again. And I just need to hit this Stone Edge. I hit it, and the Tapu Fini is gone. And he goes into his Audino, which hasn't been on the field before. I just click close combat, killing it. And now it's only the Gliscor left. And as you will see, his Gliscor doesn't pack Earthquake. His only attacking moves are Knock Off and U-Turn. I missed a couple of Stone Edges here as he goes for Knock Off, boosting my attack, my justified procs. This is gonna happen twice as I missed 2 Stone Edges. So now I'm at +4 attack at this moment after this boost. And yeah, basically my Terrakion gets all 6 KOs. We win 5-0 versus Vancouver, Volcaronas, and Bloody. Was a good game and was really back and forth until Terrakion decided it was time to end the game. Good game to Bloody. I don't think this is gonna be a repeat when we play again. I doubt he'll let the Terrakion do as much work. But until next time, see ya.